So, yeah, I found this. I bought this. I think I got this from Walmart. It, yeah, it sits, this bottom part sits on your your chin, and you're able to move it. So, yeah. um, Alright, here we go. It's now June, and I'm going through therapy paid for by my work. Um, I'm finding out that I have trauma because I'm having a hard time uh, feeling safe cleaning the men's bathroom. And I found a memory from childhood that I had been attacked by two older boys in grade school. I think it was like third grade, third or fourth grade. And they grabbed me right outside the boys' bathroom and they pulled me in. Uh, Two guys were holding me down while a third was trying to take my clothes off. But being the little fighter I was, I kicked, I screamed, and I fought my way out of there before any assault could happen. But it's quite a revelation to find out that, I mean, what I experienced at work was nothing compared to what I experienced when I was a kid. But it seemed to have triggered these feelings of being scared, being near the men's bathroom or being in the men's bathroom, and not feeling safe and feeling like something worse is going to happen. In fact, that's what I keep feeling, is something worse is going to happen because, I mean, I didn't get raped, but I still was attacked. And I have that feeling that that might happen or soon. I mean, and my therapist is telling me to trust my gut. She's saying you're being vigilant because you are aware of your surroundings and you're just afraid that something's coming. She's like, don't ignore your gut. But I might have to transfer to a trauma counselor because I have this trauma that never went away and has been re-triggered and keeps being re-triggered every time I have to clean the men's bathroom. So, yeah, when I go in the men's bathroom, my stomach clenches up and I'm on hyper fear mode. So I'm trying to do my job as quickly as possible to get out of there and avoid any situation. Which the thing is, I also don't have faith that people will do the right thing. I don't. Management's hoping that by addressing this, people will do the right thing, and I don't have the faith they do. In fact, I just don't. And as a woman, you can't have faith that men won't attack you in some way. It's very hard being a woman because you're scared all the time. You have to be vigilant all the time of all your surroundings at all time and people around you at all times, and you let your guard down and boom, someone gets you. And that's what I'm learning in therapy, but I think I have to switch from this depression anxiety counselor to a trauma counselor. And yeah, because to get to the root of the depression anxiety, it's this trauma from childhood that never got resolved because back when I was a kid, it was just boys being boys and they were having bad behavior. And I don't remember if any actions were taken. Probably not. I mean, if I'm feeling this way, probably not. but it's quite a revelation. So today would have been my Monday at work, but I'm playing hooky. I called off. I just, after peeling several onion layers of that, who can work? And plus, I'll probably be assigned. I mean, I keep being assigned to clean the bathrooms. So, because my supervisor thinks it's no big deal, but he's a man, isn't he? It's no big deal. They can whip their dicks out to each other all the time, and it's no big deal. They just don't understand the potential for something worse that could happen. And that's the fear, is something worse could happen. Like, there could be an assault, there could be a rape, there could be a killing. I mean, that's the potential. But with guys, no, they'll consent to fuck each other in the bathroom. I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, not that it, I'm just saying, guys, it's no big deal. To each other, it's no big deal. But men and women, shit happens. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to look into a trauma counselor to get to the root of this. But because of this, because she says, my therapist says I keep being re-triggered every time I go clean the bathrooms, it just makes things worse. It's not helping anything. It's not doing me any good. And because, I mean, I was only taken seriously part way, but the rest of it, I'm not taken seriously about the rest of it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. And management's just banking that people will do the right thing, because they don't want to go any further than that. But the way there's been more incidents, it's gonna escalate to, there's gonna be an event. That's just my opinion, that's just my fear that I'm feeling. It might happen to me, or it might happen to somebody else, I don't know. But I have a feeling it's coming, because there's been more and more incidents of people just crossing that line, crossing our sign. We have a closed sign that's up to keep people out, but people don't want to get out. I mean, stay out. They just have to go to the bathroom, and it's the closest one there, and they can't walk. They can't walk another. In front of the store. I mean, I clean the back bathrooms. My coworker cleans the front bathrooms. But I mean, either way, people see a sign and they're like, oh yeah, let's just go in, even though it says closed for cleaning, go somewhere else. So, yeah, this has been a weird exploration and discovery of a deeper issue. I mean, I told her, I mean, I don't want to lose this therapist. She's really good, but maybe she's right. I'm going to have to switch to a trauma therapist. Because the root of the depression anxiety is this issue that I was attacked as a kid. I wasn't raped, but I was still attacked. And it's there. It never got resolved because, number one, I couldn't identify the boys that did it. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what classes they were from. I knew they were older. They were big enough to hold me down, but I was a tiny thing. So that's what I'm dealing with, and you can't see it, but I'm tearing up under this mask. Just remembering the fear and the fight that I did. Just remembering that. And that's the thing, I still don't feel safe doing my job, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't get worse, but I have this weird feeling that everything's been escalating a little more, and something's going to happen because they're not taking the extra precautions. I want extra precautions. I want a barrier that nobody can move and get past. That's what it'll take for me to feel safe. But will my work do that? Probably not, because not until I get a hold of management that's above store level and see what they'll come up with. So, yeah. That's what I've been dealing with. I'm going through their free sessions from work. I'm taking advantage of it because it's long overdue, because I am just falling apart. I'm falling apart. And I can't fall apart. My family needs me. Too many people need me. I have to be the rock. I have to be the strong one. And I can't all the time. I can't. So, every now and then I take a day off because I need to take care of me. This is part of self-care. That's what sucks about being a woman, is they also don't take you seriously. They think you have all these unnecessary fears that, oh, that's not going to happen, that's not going to happen, you're being irrational, you're being silly, you're being crazy, that just will not happen. And I had a male coworker in my team that I asked to clean the men's bathroom for me. He's like, oh no, that manager talked about it, it should be okay. Like, just help me out, come on. So I didn't ask him to clean all the bathrooms, just the men's. Just the men's. Just clean the men's. It's the shortest one you can do. But no, he didn't want to, and none of the men want to do anything like that, so it's left to the women to clean the bathrooms, of course. And that's when shit happens, so. And I know what you're saying, just quit. Just quit. Get out of there. I can't. Financially, I can't. This place is toxic as fuck. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm being turned into a crazy person. But I need the goddamn money. It's the highest pay in town. And I have to stick with it as long as I can. I'm going to make them fire me first. I will not quit. Because if I quit, I don't get any benefits. So the trick is to be fired, then you can get benefits. And the thing with trying to be paid to take care of my dad, it's coming down to my dad's going to have to pay me. Because he does not qualify for any programs. He has too many assets and too much money. And, I'm sorry, I need money to pay my bills. That's all I'm asking for, is just enough money to pay my bills and give me a little extra so I can buy things that I need. I'm not being greedy, I just need enough to pay my bills and have a little extra for my toiletries or to buy some clothes or whatever like that. But yet all the agencies I've talked to about it, they are just offended that I'm asking to be paid to take care of my dad. Offended. They're offended. I'm like, what about me? I've got bills to pay. If I stay home and have no money coming in, how are my bills going to be paid? By prayer? So I'm not having a good time. I mean, There are a few days here and there that I'm okay, but once I get to work, it hasn't been good. I'm just getting angrier, and the only one who validates my feelings is my coworker bestie, and my therapist. They're the only ones who validate my feelings about this. And my sister. She's been my best support being at home. Well, anyway, we're still planning our Halloween. I got Halloween off. It was approved. I asked for it 4 months in advance, and it's approved. So that's good. So me and Sis are gonna be steampunk, and Boom Doom is gonna be Nacho Libre. We gotta order that suit for him. You know, the luchador Jack Black movie. It's really hilarious. I think it'll be good on him. Yeah. So that's what we're planning for Halloween. That's the next event. Um, well, and I didn't get to show you, but I have been getting I started getting injections in my right eye because the eye doctor found that there's leakage like at the back of my eye, and that's what's causing my vision to get blurry. They're thinking it might be partially due to diabetes. Um, so I started getting these injections. So to get an injection in your eye, I don't know if I don't remember talking about this, but so what they do first is they give you numbing drops in your eye. It takes a few minutes to numb up, and then you get a numbing injection, which it feels like a slight sting. It didn't a slight sting and some pressure. He did it on the side, and you don't look at him. You look away so he can get like as close to the back of your eye. So you're looking away from the needle. You only feel a slight sting. I mean, it didn't hurt. It was just like a sting, like a little pinch, and then pressure because he's pushing on it and injecting the medicine in there, and then that goes numb. We have to wait. How long did we have to wait for that to take effect? That was another few minutes, and then your eye is all numbed up, and you you really feel the sensation of not feeling your eye. I didn't realize how much you felt your eyes all the time, but when one is numb, it really feels like there's nothing there. Like there's nothing there. And it's the weirdest fucking sensation ever. It's so weird. And then you get, then I got the injection that, for the medicine to try to seal up the leakage. Now that, I didn't feel a thing. It felt nothing. There was nothing. I didn't even feel pressured. I just looked away, and he gave me the injection. And it took, I think it took over a couple of weeks. But your eye can't bruise, but it has blood at the injection site. It does feel sore. Like the first day you get the injection, you should not be going to work. They say you won't be bothered by any side effect. The usual side effect is that there's pain, but it goes away, they said. Well, the first day of my injection, after all the numbing solution, everything wore off, I was in a lot of pain. And because the injection site, and it was all bloody, there was blood. I mean, it didn't leak out of my eye, but it was on my eyeball where the injection site was. And it was just all bloody. It looked like I got popped in the eye. um, like after the first day, I went to work the next day, but everyone was grossed out by the bloody eye I had. I had a bloody eye. People were just grossed out by it. I put pictures of it on Facebook if you've seen. Um, it's yeah, the first day hurt after all the numbing wore off because you totally feel the pain. And yeah, you need the one day off. So I did, that's the next day off I have, is in July when I get my next injection. I was freaking out when I saw the needles on the table because it's the one thing I was trying to avoid was not getting a shot in the eye because I wasn't aware of the procedure they did. It just sounded like horrific torture. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But it took a couple of weeks for my eye to heal up from the blood on it. The blood went away after a couple of weeks. So I'm going to get it again in July. So that's the next thing. And I'll be off the day of injection. I took off of work. I got that approved too because it was medical. Because you can't work with that kind of pain. It's like an ongoing throbbing, kind of a numb pain, but yeah, you just can't work with that kind of, and it's the pressure on your eye. I spent the whole time just laying down with a cold cloth on my eye to help with the pain and the swelling. So yeah, yeah, so that wasn't fun. Oh. Yeah, so I'm still looking into working online so I can get out of work. I'm looking for a work from home job because I can't, the way I am now, I'm a mess, but on the overnights there's no customers except the hour before we close and the hour after we open, so it's not bad, but yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm having a hard time uncovering trauma that's stemmed from childhood that never got fixed. So I'm trying to fix that. And as adult, you know, they tell you to just suck it up, and the only way past it is through it, and that's not always the case, but the therapy is also saying you can't avoid it. Avoiding it is worse. So I'm trying to learn how to not be so reactive. When I feel something, I don't react. I have to think first, assess it, and then come up with a logical action to do. And today I should have probably went to work, but after realizing what I realized, no, I don't have to. So, yeah. And that's the thing. The therapy's telling me not to avoid it. I just have to assess it, acknowledge it, and try to work with it. Not through it, but with it. Work with it. So, yeah. It's interesting therapy. Because I didn't understand why I was so upset. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, realistically, it wasn't that bad. But I am really upset by it because of what I discovered from a dream. It's one of those suppressed memory dreams. So that's how I realized why I've been so upset by this. And also the thing is, that's what men don't understand, is the potential for how bad that situation could have got. And it's going to take just one asshole to do it. Just one. I mean, as it is right now, the store manager has implemented that if anybody crosses our close sign and we report them, they are immediately fired. I mean, that's kind of cool, but it's not going to stop them. It's just not. And so far, nobody's been fired. So, I mean, that's what should have happened. It's happened already technically 5 times. The first one was with me almost 7 months ago now. That guy should have been fired. He had no regard for me or his actions. He had no regard. And he can't say he didn't see me. I was right there. So, yeah. And then another guy did it to my coworker bestie. She got a taste of that. And the guy wouldn't leave, so she hid in the stall in the men's bathroom. So that guy should have been fired too. But the overnight bitch said no. And then there was three more incidents with my coworker. It all happened with my coworker. That another man came in, but she told him, "I'm cleaning, get out." He left, so that was okay. And then there was women who went across the line. "Well, I need to go pee." "No, everything is not ready for that. Get out." And they left. But see, it's just escalating. It's just escalating. And it was 4 times within 2 weeks. So it's escalating. I know something is coming. It's just coming because somebody's going to be like, "Well, I don't have to fucking read that sign. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom. And if anybody stops me, I'm going to get him." So that's just my fear. That's just what my fear is. And I'm afraid it might come true. There's going to be an assault. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's not my coworker. Hopefully it's not me either. But an assault is coming, in my opinion. It's coming because it's just the threat of being fired immediately is not enough of a deterrent. It's just not. I was trying to come up with a portable, lightweight barrier, like a chain fence that could be folded. We could carry it, and it could be locked from the inside of the entryways to the bathrooms. It could be done. I don't know how cost effective it is. I don't care at this point. My safety is more important. So anyway, okay. I'm done with. That's what I'm working on. I've been working on it for the last month. I've been in therapy for over almost a month and a half now. She gives me assignments. I have videos to watch to try to learn skills. And the latest was about identify what you feel, identify the emotion you feel, what's your physical sensation, and what's the behavior behind it. So, yeah. So it's been nice having someone to talk to who believes you. It's just, that's the other part, is I want to be heard and I want to be believed. And she does. I mean, I know it's her job to, but she doesn't, make me feel stupid, or she doesn't invalidate what I'm feeling or thinking. She tries to help me have other thoughts. That's the other thing, is what your instant thought is and how to turn it into something more positive. And that's hard. It's not easy. It's hard, and it's something to practice. Because right now, I'm just a volcano of emotions that has no filter. Because I am depressed, I have anxiety, I'm fucking perimenopausal, I'm diabetic, and I'm angry. I'm angry and I'm tired of it all. In fact, there's been videos on TikTok about, if death came to your door, what would you tell him? And what I said in the comments was, "I'm ready, let's go, I'm done." Because the way things are in America, the future is not so bright. there's really nothing to live for if they take away our retirement, they take away Social Security, they take away Medicare. If they take away any way that you can rest after working for so many years, if they take that away and want you to work until you die, what is there to live for? There's nothing. There's nothing. And the next generation being born, you know, most of them are born from rape and forced births. Children are having children because the government's turning into a theocracy. And there's been some horrible comments I've seen on TikTok about, if she bleeds, if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. I'm like, oh my god. Fucking pedophiles, because the youngest who starts bleeding is 10 years old. Children, little girls are not meant to carry babies. They're not. But that's what's happening. And I've just been so angry about that. You know, women's health care in general has just gone down the tubes because we've been recently turned into second-class citizens again. We ask to have scans in areas where there's pain, and they tell you, oh no, you're just depressed. Oh no, you just have anxiety. Oh, you're just a bit paranoid. And they don't do the scans that you want. They give you medicine try to medicate you up to numb the pain. And some of us who are in poverty level, they don't give you prescription painkillers, they give you ibuprofen. Which I can't take because I'm on sertraline. I can't take ibuprofen. Shit. Yeah. So far, what's there to live for? No, I'm not going to kill myself, so don't worry. Like I said before, all I want to do is stay in my room curled up with my kitty and playing Skyrim. Oh, I was trying to play Skyrim, but my cat wouldn't let me. He wanted attention. I was in the middle of killing bandits, and he tried distracting me. But yeah. Well, what positive thing can I say after saying America's future has no future? Anyway, be nice to each other, do self-care, and go play Skyrim.